We're going to wrap up. We're going to try to stay on time, but I want to not just wrap up. I want to have Mari share the screen of the November 3rd through 5th date. While we get some reflections from today. This is traditionally, we usually go around and do reflections in person. And again, this is just anything you want to reflect upon that either you didn't get heard, you want put in the chat. We'll definitely keep the chat and use that. What were any aha moments, things that you learned or that you are taking home from this conversation? So again, if you could raise your hand, and I can't really see your raised hand, so Mari, can you help me with those who have the raised hand who'd like to speak?
I can, yes.
Thank you. So any reflections from today? While you are, water is life. Yeah, thank you, Anthony. While we are just thinking about some of these reflections, we're also leaving this room open to network because we also think it's really important for you all to talk since things move fast on a day like today. And at 1 o'clock, I highly encourage you to give input with Laura Allen on a white paper. It will be in this same Zoom link, just to be clear, at 1 o'clock. So, and you're welcome to have lunch and stay on this line and network. So any reflections from today?
So I was asked to unmute. This is Debbie, and my hand is up.
Got it.
But really, and I don't know, Mari, I apologize if I'm jumping the gun. Really though, I just wanted to ask if you could put up Addie's work. I mean, she is capturing our reflections visually, so maybe that would help spur people's thinking about what we did to get today together. And it's a bummer that we can't be up close and personal, but if you haven't ever been in a meeting with graphic note taking, it's just it's awesome. And she'll fill this out like this is what it looks like today, and then when we see it again, it'll have more color and more boldness. And I just want to say thank you, Addie, for being here and helping us out today.
Here, thank you, Addie. And I believe Addie is going to be there in November. She's got it on her calendar at least. So, okay, Tony.
Hey, thank you, everybody. I think for me, the biggest takeaway was that there's so many challenges we all face, and everybody's working so hard to address those. And it seems to me that holding tight to the interconnection, holding tight to how all of those challenges and all of the solutions are interrelated, and not just to focus too deeply on the one issue and realize that it's kind of that all of it needs to happen together and at the same time. So that's my takeaway from today. Thank you all.
Thanks, Tony. Any other reflections? I might not be seeing your hands, and I apologize. Feel free to put any in the chat. Usually this is a very vocal group.
I have a reflection. It came up, this is Mari, in our breakout session, and I want to bring it up again because I really appreciated the thought that in addition to everything we're identifying as important actions and next steps and partnerships, the value of storytelling, both verbally, like our narrative, to understand our relationships with each other and with our landscapes and our resources, and the value of visual storytelling. I appreciated that reflection coming up a couple times in our breakout session, taking that with me today.
Thanks, Mari. Thanks, Lynn, for the chat. We definitely need to work together more, all of us. And Ryan and Christina. Any other voices? Okay. I think with that, I'd rather end early. I want to put up, we have some breakout rooms for you. If you want to stay in the main room, you can. If you want to have lunch or have tea and
Trina,
network. And
don't forget Trina.
oh, thank you, thank you. Just before I go to Trina, we will put up breakout rooms, and so you can go into your region and meet your neighbors if you like. You don't have to. You can stay in the main room. And when Trina's going to give us a closing, and when she's done, that's going to be our final end. You won't hear my voice again until maybe November, or in the 1 o'clock. So again, look for those breakout rooms, have lunch, talk about a lot of these comments, and maybe we'll see you at 1. And Trina, thank you for giving us a closing. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Regina. Thank you, Debbie, and thank you to everybody who's helped organize all of this work. And I have to say, it's incredibly inspiring. And sorry, I missed the last person that said that his takeaway was just really holding tight to each other and to the work that's being done here together and separately. And as tribal nations who this work is being done in our ancestral homelands, wherever you are, working to change policies that have been and continue to be barriers for us in our own homelands, but also some of these partnerships and the work that that we're trying to achieve on the ground is so incredibly important to carry forward. And as tribal communities, we deeply appreciate the partnerships and the work that's being done, and look forward to being able to not only participate, but help design and even lead some of this work with our knowledge. We live in so many diverse communities, and as some of my elders have pointed out, we live in a world that is different now, and really being able to pair that ancestral knowledge of place and to bring back the language of those places through our native language processes, through conservation and restoration, but also pairing that with the knowledge that we've collectively acquired, and building those together is an incredibly good place to be, and something that we want to continue to build towards. So Yahat Yamai Toto in our language means you make me better, and let's hold on to that as we move into the world. Thank you.